Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. My hotel. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a proud contributor here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the broadcast. We're so pleased that you have joined us today, beloved. I am Vicki Dillard. I'm typically here weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern on FlyNubianQueenTV.com live. I know many of you say, well, Vicki, I see you on other platforms. Yes, I know, and I'm so pleased by that. Our influence is growing. But if you want to have a more predictable scheduling, you can just come here and find me live on a more consistent basis. Though I'm very early today, I do apologize that I had some tech issues, so the screen is probably not quite right with the thumbnail and the presentation, but we're going to make it do what it do. Somebody black talk black to me. Thumbs up, family, as you come in, whether you're watching us on FNQ or you're watching us on one of our other platforms, live and direct, or a live stream. We're so pleased that you're a part of the Black family. I want to remind each and every one of you that we are in our finest hour. We who have been considered to be the voiceless, the nobodies, the least of these, I want you to know that notwithstanding the attack on Black society, we are in our finest hour. You know, they always say, I grew up in Mississippi, and they always used to remind us that before the dawn before, you know, it shines bright, before the light, right? Before the sun, it gets dark, right? But it's always a sign that something else is coming. Just like we know that the chaos precedes creation. I don't know if you caught that or not. I'm doing my mastermind class. By the way, shameless plug, join my mastermind for only $1, clubvicky.com. Your life will never be the same. On the count of 3, for those of you that haven't, please hit that thumbs up button and share this broadcast. Why do I ask you to do that, beloved? I ask you to do that because that's how you expand and strengthen the Black voice. Are you all ready? Today's going to be a very brief war briefing. So on the count of 3, I want you to hit that thumbs up button, and I want you to share wherever you're watching us, whatever way the platform that you're watching us on allows you to engage. Please do so. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Big shout out to my Instagram family. Instagram, thank you so much for tuning in to the Vicki Show. Instagram, I want you to get ready to come on over, though, to Fly Nubian Queen, because I'm going to need to use this device. Instagram, please get ready to come on over to FlyNubianQueenTV.com so that you can participate in the broadcast here and so that I can use this device. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I see you. 40 plus says I'm a happy Club Vicki member. Oh, I'm so glad, beloved. I'm so glad. Now, family, let everybody know that your sister with the curly braids is on. And I want to talk to us today about a very important and interesting topic. You all know that I, Vicki Dillard, was one of the first to break the news in Black media in this type of setting, if not the first, to break the news concerning Nicki Minaj's claim that she was silenced by Twitter temporarily, as well as the White House's overture to her to come and talk to the White House after she made a harmless tweet. The White House invited her, according to her, invited her to the White House, and the White House turned around and called itself denying it, only for her to go live again with more than 100,000 people watching live. And she again debunked, I believe credibly, the White House's lie. This is my opinion. This is based on belief and information. And I'm going to play you some of the evidence of why I say I believe that the White House is being untruthful. And I want you to use your divine intelligence, Black family. Again, these are my opinions, but my opinions are based on information and belief. Now, I want you all to know that as I start the show, I won't be using the official terms, because unfortunately, Black media has been targeted by different folk and entities. So we're going to be very judicious and circumspect in how we speak and we move, right? So I'm going to be talking about vacations instead. Do you understand? I'm going to be talking about juice and stuff. Talk black to me. So family, we know that there has been a disproportionate, disrespectful targeting of our people concerning the Jews. Now, I don't get in deep into the conspiracy, what they call conspiracy theories. I don't even get into the ingredients or deep problems that some of our people have alleged to be issues with the different types of juices, right? What I've been highlighting is how disrespectful the government has been. I've been highlighting how they have not respected our choices. I've been highlighting how they have failed to bring in other alternative healers, medical practitioners. I have been highlighting the fact that they have not been engaged in an all hands on deck approach to something that they claim is a global problem. I am alleging that they're not doing enough by bringing everybody in to address this in a multi-pronged way. Talk black to me. I have been discussing my disgust with how this government and its different entities have been disrespectfully trying to coerce us by talking about they're going to give us weed, by saying that they're going to give us extra rent time, by saying that they're going to cause the government to cut us a little check and stuff. They've been offering your little babies and stuff $2 and $3 and $4 at school. Talk black to me. We're saying that you guys went and got Medea. Y'all ain't hearing me today. We're saying that the tactics surrounding this issue is interesting. And we're saying that if you want us to feel more comfortable considering the juice, then you need to remove the rare legal protections that you have given to the makers of the juice. Somebody black talk black to me. We're saying that if it is as safe as you claim, and let's just say it might be, then why are you giving the makers of the juice legal protections? Why are they not allowed to be held legally accountable just in case it's not? You cannot say Joy Reid, Don Lemonade, Lester Holt, Jonathan Capehart, Roland Martin, Anderson Cooper, Rachel Maddow, and any of the others. You cannot say you want us to believe in the efficacy of the different kinds of juices if you are unwilling or if you are protecting the makers of the juice from accountability in case something goes left. Talk black to me. See, family, we don't need to get into this other stuff. That's right. Call out D.L. Hewlett with his funny looking self. Call out these funny looking bones and biscuits. So for those of you that's sitting up there saying, well, y'all been taking juices since your kids was little. When you was little, you took all these different kinds of juices for different kinds of things. Slowness. Somebody put some turtles in the chat. I'm going to need some turtles. Put the turtles in the chat, family. Today's a brief war briefing. I'm going to need some turtles in the chat for those that sit up here and say, I'm 42 years of age. For those of you that sit up there saying, well, Vicky, when you was little, you allowed them, your mama let you get a bunch of different kinds of juices. Let me tell your funny looking self something, Slowness. Where are my turtles at? Need some turtles. Because people learn in different ways. See, sometimes words don't pierce as well as the emoji. God, thank you so much. Watch this. Funny looking self. We're saying we're just going to deal with the peripheral stuff. See, I'm going to leave it up to my brother Rizza to get deep on you in a different setting on the other stuff. We're going to leave it up to our other scientists and experts and other doctors and stuff. We're going to let them get deep. And by the way, disclaimer, I am saying to you to do your research. Go to cdc.gov. What did Vicky say? Go to cdc.gov. What is Vicky saying? Vicky is saying consult with your doctors and your healthcare professionals. Vicky is saying I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving medical advice or legal advice. I'm not an attorney. Somebody black talk black to me. Watch this. Now, why are we putting these different kinds of turtles? For the slowness of it all. It's for the slowness of it all. So for those of you who would say, well, Vicky, when you was little and stuff, didn't your mama allow you to get the other kinds of juices for other kinds of things? Slowness. Slowness. I grew up in Mississippi. They had a whole lot of interesting sayings that were a notch or two away from being scriptural. And one of the things the old folks used to say is, when you know better, somebody complete it for me. The old folks used to say, when you know better. Thank you, brown girl. Brown girl put about 100 turtles in the chat. Somebody talk black to me. Are y'all hearing me? Jasmine said Rizza is back, his new page. Oh, I got his new page, baby. Watch this. The old folks used to say, when you know better, you do better. What had happened was, when you have your black bootlicks on TV wagging their fingers in our faces, telling us that we're too stupid to think for ourselves and to come to the right conclusions about us, isn't it something that some of you that's out there are 60 years old, 70 years old, 80 years old, some of y'all are in your 40s like me, 30s, 20s, teenagers. Isn't it funny that you've managed to live 50 and 60 and 70 years making the right decisions about your life, and now some funny looking side effect then come along that looks like us, want to tell us what's best for our bodies? We've been managing this whole time. God, today. Isn't it interesting? We've been managing to know how to put our seatbelts on. We've been going to the doctor, to the dentist, to cardiologist. Somebody talk black to me. We've been managed to get surgeries and procedures. We've managed to raise children and other people's children. We've run corporations and businesses. We've run neighborhoods. Now you got these funny looking side effects, roadkill coming along telling us we ain't doing what's best for us. And you got mamas and daddies that have raised and reared children and made life. God, Vicky, you screaming and hollering. I don't supposed to be hollering today. Isn't that funny? Now you don't know what to do. God, that's something. Now they telling you you're stupid. Now D.L. Hewley, now your funny looking wannabe bootlicks are telling you, they're mocking you when you say you're researching. When you report that you've had a side effect, when you report that something's going on with your body, they mock you, they make fun of you, they tell you that you don't know what's going on with your own body. Some of you all train people on safety measures. Some of you are responsible for the lives of others. Some of you drive buses and trains and subways. How many, what my brother's name? Where my pilots at? Some of you are pilots. Some of you are practitioners and doctors, healthcare workers. You're responsible for the lives and the well-being of others, but they're telling you today, since the past 2 years, you stupid now. Some of you have made the world go round. Some of you build homes and build skyscrapers. Some of you are responsible for pointing out possible problems before they even build the house. Some of you are responsible for thinking in advance and having foresight, but now they're telling you you're too stupid to come to the right conclusion. Isn't that something? Some of you have given mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Some of you have blessed and healed in your own way. Somebody has consoled somebody else's mind, but now they're telling you you are too stupid. You are too dumb to make the right decision for yourself. Isn't that something? But back to my point a minute ago, when I said that the old folks used to teach us that when you know better, you do better. I was making the point. Some of them have been trying to coerce us to take the modern juice by telling us that we relied in times past on other kinds of juices for other kinds of things, right? But what we have been noticing, some of us have been doing our research, and some of us have found that it took a few years for us to recognize that some folk in the Black community in particular have been registering complaints over the past several years. They're saying that they've noticed some unusual things have happened because of previous juices, which is another reason why the atmosphere, we've created an environment and a climate of hesitancy, as they say, because some folks are saying, based on other juices, that our Black boys in particular have had negative side effects. We have found for Black women, when it comes down to perms, we have found that there are reports that have been out there. In fact, CNN's sister network, what is that called? HLN? Is that what that was called? Y'all remind me. Y'all remind me. What's CNN's sister network called? Is it HLN? I'm trying to remember. They even did a report not too long ago that certain Black female products only, because they know that Black women use certain products, especially with some of the perms, some of the reports that came out, thank you, y'all said, yeah, HLM, because I can't see all these other comments because of the tech issues I've been having on here, but on my Instagram page, they're telling me, yes, HLN. Watch this. They did a report saying that there were some things, again, this is based on a report from there, where there are reports and comments that have attributed certain Black female products, hair products, to Black women getting, what is it? What is it related to our wombs family? I don't know where I'm drawing a blank. Where my sisters at to help me with this? No, I'm talking about the hair care products now. Somebody else said breast cancer was one of the reports, but it's something else that relates to our ovarian cancer. Types of ovarian cancers and cysts. That was the word I was looking for. It wasn't even that. Yes, fibroids, cysts. Yes. So they're saying that it's interesting that it was just Black women that's been experiencing those kinds of side effects. I'm talking about, again, related to hair care products. I'm not talking about the juice, but I'm just giving you somewhat recent things. Johnson & Johnson was sued, right? And to a degree, they ended up losing one of their lawsuits because they were saying they connected Black women in particular disproportionately getting what? Cancers from what? Some of the powders. Is that right? What I'm trying to say, family, even my sister reminded me, one of the juices from one of the current juices. Remember when the global emergency first started? It was reports of blood clots. And the people from the juice themselves, they halted it. Y'all remember when the global emergency started? They halted one of the juices because they said they really do need to do research because there was so many complaints about blood clots. Y'all remember that? I'm talking about for the current juice. Y'all remember for the current juice. My sister reminded me of that, the current juice. Remember one of the current juices. They halted it because they were talking about the blood clots. They needed to look into it, so they didn't feel comfortable putting it back out there until they did that. What we're saying is, beloved, do not use as an excuse, oh, y'all took previous juices for other kinds of things. So why are you complaining now? Slowness? We're complaining now, slowness. Because some of our people said and believe, based on information and belief, that it took some time for some of the adverse effects to show up. Slowness. Talk Black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Shout out to my Instagram family. Instagram, come on over to FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com because I need to use this device. I see y'all in here heavy on my Instagram page. That's heavy for me. So come on over Instagram. Come on over Instagram to FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com. And by the way, family, you can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. You can follow me on Instagram, family, at Vicki X Dillard. On the count of three, for those of you that haven't, hit that thumbs up button and share, share, share. Are you ready? I know this is an early special edition of the Vicky Show, a very brief word briefing today. I'm your sister with the curly braids. For the haters, I like to just say that and stuff because, we got a lot of moist males. And unfortunately, some of our sisters like to attack me sometimes over that kind of stuff. But I'm your sister with the curly braids. So hit that thumbs up button. Would you share, share, share? 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And by the way, family, be sure to join my weekly mastermind course at clubvicky.com for only $1. Be sure to join my weekly mastermind course at Club Vicky for $1. Once a week, we meet. I drop spiritual, metaphysical jewels that are absolutely life-changing. And just as a side note, we just happen to do miracles there. So if that interests you, and if you want your life to become sweeter, and if you want your life to become more purposeful, and I'm not talking about just a quick fix family, clubvicky.com, we're a spiritual family, beloved. We are a group that believes in a new lifestyle change. Do you understand? So if you're interested in a new way of living, beloved, and you're willing to be consistent and to do the work, talk black to me, then you definitely want to join clubvicky.com. You'll never be the same. I'm live normally on Wednesday nights. I'm there to answer your questions after I drop the spiritual jewels. But just in case you're not available on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, no problem. Still join. Why? Because we upload the lectures after I'm finished, and you have access to a complete vault of life-changing gems that will absolutely change your life. And beloved, we're just getting started. Somebody talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Now, Vicky, get on with the get on. Before I do, I want to just remind you of what's what, because you all know I've been the Vicky Show, we set the world on fire with this topic, and we're so pleased that we're controlling the narrative, because what we're saying is what ought to be talked about. Now, I want to give a disclaimer, because this is for the people that don't act like they understand, and it's okay, because that's why I'm on the earth. Talk black to me. That's why I'm here, to help our people think. Hashtag let my people think. It was me, Vicky Dillard, that has a record and a body of work that shows that I have called out numerous black-looking people who have done or said disrespectful things to undermine black society. Watch this, including Nicki Minaj. I got to help some of you out there that don't get this. It was me that has a record of, even a few weeks ago, doing a show criticizing Nicki Minaj. After we criticized her, I was told she ended up removing, whether she did it directly because of the Vicky Show or not. I just know that I helped to seed it out there when she, what I believe, attacked our brother Michael B. Jordan, even though she may not have said she felt like she attacked him, but I felt like it was inappropriate for her, who is an immigrant, to attack a foundational Black American based on a business deal he was doing. My understanding was that she ended up taking down the post. There are other things in the past that I've also criticized her on. What I want you all to understand is that not only have I been consistent and give people who needed this everlasting work when appropriate, but I also understand that God is in the nuance. God is in the details. The whole reason we criticize and we try to correct with truth and love and force those who are in powerful positions is so that they can course correct. Are y'all hearing me? Y'all don't use the technical words in the chat. Don't use the C word, Mildred. I know you don't mean no harm, beloved, but we don't want unnecessary censorship. Let's use alternative words, okay? Thank you so much, beloved, for understanding. Are y'all hearing me? So for those of you that don't understand, this is not even about Nicki Minaj. What I'm highlighting is the underlying issue that caused her to be a target of the White House and to set all of the world on fire. This is about the underlying issue of feeling bullied by the government and feeling silenced by the government. Do you understand? I don't understand how some of y'all don't understand that this ain't even about her. In the same way, when I criticize the racist Democrats, right? Talk black to me. Yes, family, I know that the picture is not showing up on the screen. I'm not doing something right, but that's okay. Talk black to me. The right people will see it at the right time. Hopefully the staff can fix it later. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Watch this. So, watch this. So you guys got to understand this is not even about her. So when I'm criticizing the racist Democrats, does that mean that I'm letting the Republicans off the hook? Where my intelligent black people at? I said, when you see me criticizing Nicki Minaj, right? When you see me criticizing Nicki Minaj, does that mean I'm letting her off the hook for past missteps against Black society? No. Now it's not the time for me to be talking about that. My focus ought to be on the bigger scheme. As our brother said, they're using Nicki Minaj as a proxy for all of Black society. Know when somebody's using somebody in place of you. Let me say this again for the people in the back. Nicki Minaj is being used as a proxy or as a stand-in for Black people. That's why it's our business. So no, now is not the time for me to talk about the things that she said in the past that was offensive to Black people. Thankfully, Vicky's a real one. I already did that when she did it. Lord, today. I don't know what I did to put that comment up there. How do I get this up? Jesus. Y'all, I'm just hitting the button left and right. Okay, there we go. Y'all pray for me with this tech stuff. I'm trying to get it together. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, share, share. Now watch this. Watch this. So I want to be clear for the people in the back that don't understand that. This is bigger than her. Now, how many of you all know if I were to tell a story about a warrior in Afghanistan, because that's the most recent quote unquote war, watch this, that America acknowledges. How many of you all know there's a much more dangerous, costly, longer war that's been going on that we don't want to call war, and that's the war against Black folks that we've been experiencing for the past almost 500 years. Our government keeps lying, talking about Afghanistan is the longest war we've been in. And half of our people act like they're not intelligent enough to recognize that we are at war. Let me clear my throat, family. Y'all help me to stop screaming. Wyoming, are you screaming for me? Rhode Island, are you screaming? New York, are you screaming for me? Atlanta, scream, please, God. Minnesota, scream. South Dakota, scream. Louisiana, scream. Florida, Mississippi. Talk black to me. Let me clear my throat. Miss Lee said she's screaming for me. Thank you, blessing. Now, y'all know we follow the rules on the Vicky Show. Somebody say we respect these platforms. Talk black to me. Somebody say we respect these platforms. Somebody say we follow all the rules. Somebody say your sister with the curly braids follow the rules. Why are you saying that, Vicky? Because I'm getting ready to read this copyright disclaimer. I like to read this disclaimer whenever I play clips from media outlets, even though technically this may not all be necessary, but I like to show the intent for which I'm using this. Somebody talk black to me. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for purposes such as allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. Family, I thank you for sharing this broadcast out to everybody that you know. Why? Because what we say is important. Now watch this. For those of you that have been behind schedule, we were one of the first, I was one of the first to help to break the news of Nicki Minaj saying that she was silenced by Twitter, even though they tried to come out later and say, oh no, it's all good. And even though, and at the same time, she came out close to the same time and said that the White House invited her to come to the White House. Of course, we found that the White House tried to deny that. They acknowledged that they spoke to her on the phone, but I'm going to play you a clip of the White House press secretary recently asked about it. And I want to get you all to understand when we talking about in John chapter 8, and you all know when I'm quoting scripture, I'm not quoting scripture from a religious standpoint only, right? Y'all know the scriptures have magical insight into it. And you need people to help you to decode. It's saying more than what you can see with your regular eyes. Talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Share, 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 share. Now watch this. When the scriptures talked about in John chapter 8 that the devil or the opposer is styled, when it's dealing with the opposition and when it's dealing with low vibrational energies and entities, the scripture uses different terms, words to describe this particular entity or people. Are y'all hearing me today? Or this particular energy. And so when John chapter 8 says that the devil is a liar, look at the fan page. The moderator already got the scripture in there, John chapter 8, verse 44. When it says that the devil is a liar, family, we've been raised to believe, particularly in traditional religious settings, that the devil is some entity that's under the ground, dressed in red with a pitchfork. Talk black to me. When we didn't understand that the characteristics that the sacred books tell us to describe the devil actually matches a people that's on our planet. Are y'all listening to your sister with the curly braids? Hit that thumbs up button, family. Share, share, share. Did you hear what I just said? I said we've been tricked to believe that the true opposer, or as they're styled in scripture, the devil, we've been tricked to believe that it's some inanimate object and spirit underground. But John chapter 8 says that the devil is a liar. Y'all play too much. If you knew, I got to school you on Vicky's teachings. Who is Vicky to talk about this kind of stuff? I'm the original woman. That means nobody, there's no gender. There's no black man, no white man, no red man, no brown man, no yellow man. There's no other kind of man or woman in between that gets to come through the planet except through the Holy Grail that comes from us, the original woman, God today. And seeing that we are the original people, that means we're direct descendants of the Creator. There is no better teacher of spiritual things. Talk black to me. And now that me and ours are coming into the knowledge of the ancient wisdom that our open enemy teaches on now, but they got it from us. We've been out of our minds. We've been suffering from temporary amnesia, Jason Bourne. But we're starting to get our minds back. So once we have the supreme teacher of these topics, are those who are the direct descendants of the Creator, and I just happen to be one of them. Try my magic, please. My teachings. Talk black to me. Now back to what, seeing I'm your mama. Let me get back to what I got to say. John chapter 8 talks about that this opposer or devil is a liar, but it says he's not just a liar. It says he's the father of lies. And when he lies, it's consistent with his character, one translation says. So what you've got to understand is we're not dealing with just a person that tells a lie. No, baby. The devil being a liar means its essence is made up of lie. God, today. Its eyelash is a lie. Its eyebrow is a lie. Its sneeze is a lie. Its parallel parking is a lie. When it writes a check, the check is a lie. The pen which they use to write the check is a lie. The ink is lie ink. When they're building a house, the brick and mortar is lie brick. Talk back to me. When they're brushing their teeth, the brushing of the teeth is a lie. The toothbrush, the toothpaste, the mouthwash is a lie. Now we know that members of the dominant society are coming out left and right talking about they don't even take baths, but the 2 or 3 that still believe in taking baths, the baths that they take are lies. God, today. The socks are lies. Their Nikes are lies. The bow ties are lie. The necklaces are lie. Do you understand? When they breathe, it's lie breath. God, today. When they get the massage is a lie. Lie sneezes, lie coughs. When you sleep, lie sleep. When they snore, it's a lie snore. Belching, lie belch. God, today. Got a headache, a lie headache. Grocery shopping. So-and-so in the there's a lie grocery shop. The tip is a lie. Lie tip. Lie breath, lie tip, lie sneeze. Do you understand? Then you skip over a couple of chapters to John chapter 10. John chapter 10 says what? That there's a certain kind of thief that exists. And that text gives us 3 traits. I'm trying to school you today. No, this is Vicky teaching. I mix up stuff. Listen, and I promise she's going to make some sense. So John chapter 10. So John chapter 8 says that the devil is a liar, right? So that's a major trait. Who doing all this lying? Pay attention. Then John chapter 10 says that there's a unique thief that comes to do 3 things. What is it? Steal, kill, destroy. Now somebody put these 4 traits in the chat. I gotta school y'all before I get on to this White House agenda concerning Nicki Minaj and our brother Rizza Islam. Because some of y'all don't get this. Some of you confused talking about Nicki and she ain't foundational Black American. You missing the point. They're using Nicki Minaj, who's a non-foundational American, as a proxy or as a stand-in for foundational Black Americans. We are the ones that they are trying to shake down, bully, and coerce in ways they're not doing with any other group. Do you understand? Somebody say this ain't even about her. Thank you for putting those traits in the chat. So we see 4 traits just from 2 scriptures. I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to keep asking you, because I'm trying to help you identify who your most important enemy is. So from John chapter 8, it says the devil is a liar. John chapter 10 says the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Let me ask you, who matches what group of people without, don't be disrespectful in the chat, family. You understand what I'm trying to say? Who fits the description of going about our planet lying, stealing, killing, and destroying? Somebody answer that question for me. While you hit the thumbs up button, share. I'm talking to somebody today. Foxy Moon, who is it laughing at me? I said, who fits the description of a people the scripture says is a thief and a devil? It sounds to me that the devil is on the earth today. Because I know somebody who lies, who steals, who kills, and who destroys. But you still sitting up there talking about a devil that you may encounter one day after you don't have flesh on. Seem to me you should be preoccupied with the thing that's rolling around our earth right now that matches John chapter 8, the liar, John chapter 10, the one that steals, kills, and destroys. Now that I've made that clear, Lord, today I done went over rivers and through the woods and stuff. You've got to understand that the scripture also says that the opposer, the devil, can make himself into an angel of what? I'm trying to see, does anybody know what it's saying to us? Because see, the scriptures is not some religious book. It's news. Answer me this. It says that the enemy, the devil, can turn into an angel of what? Light. Why am I telling you this? Because we've been battling someone out here talking about calling our people liars. You've got somebody out here pointing to members of our group, members in Black society. They're labeling us as liars. They're telling you not to listen to us. They're trying to mock us and discredit us. Do you all understand? But the ones that's doing all that are the ones that kill, steal, and destroy, and that do what? Lie. The Quran says that it's a such thing as folk making evil fair seeming. Is that right? Where my Muslims at to correct me? Talk black to me. Now, with that being said, back to Nicki. Check out my other shows for more context. I'm going to make this show real short, real quick. So what's been going on? This is an AP report. This is an AP report. Headline, because I'm not going to use the word myself. Talking about how the White House offers Nicki Minaj a call to answer vacation questions. Now, first of all, listen, let me give you the report. The background for those of you that's not familiar with what happened. I don't know how you couldn't be, because if you watch the Vicky show, which you ought to be watching on a daily basis. The White House offered Wednesday to connect Nicki Minaj with one of the Biden administration's doctors to address her questions about the juice after the Trinidadian-born rapper's, it says, erroneous tweet alleging the V causes impotence went viral. Now, first of all, family, Vicky, read the thing, and then I'll go off. Watch this. It says the White House said they offered such calls with others concerned about the vacations, part of an aggressive public relations campaign to beat back rampant disinformation about the vacation safety and effectiveness. Nicki Minaj tweeted Wednesday that the White House had invited me, and yes, I'm going, but a White House official said the rapper was simply offered a call. Y'all hear that? Somebody said the devil is a liar. So what happened? Nicki ended up going to her Instagram page where she has 157 million followers. She initially tweeted with her 22 million followers on Twitter. All she did was say she was doing research concerning the vacation. She never said she wouldn't take it. In fact, she also tweeted that she probably would take it. She also talked about the fact that if she was going to go to this Met event, that they may require her to get the vacation, but she wanted to do her research. She encouraged the public to stay safe. She encouraged the public to wear safe masks. And she told some of the side effects that a loved one of hers said that they experienced. At no time did she tell folks don't get the vacation. At no time did she urge anybody not to get the juice. But yet they attacked her. Even the Trinidadian government did a press conference saying that they had to track down misinformation that they claimed she put out. The White House is addressing this, right? All of social media, all of mainstream media. You got to ask yourself, why are they so bothered by a tweet from Nicki Minaj, where at no time did she suggest or tell anybody to do anything? And they said she was putting out misinformation because she was sharing a story that a loved one of hers said they experienced after taking the juice. Family. Nowhere in that tweet did she ask the White House, the Democratic authoritarian administration that is Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. At no time in any of those tweets did I find her asking questions from them saying she needs one of their doctors to give her some clarity. Is that right, family? Watch this. So, the Guardian, the AP rather, excuse me, the AP, this is a piece I'm reading to you from. Of course, there's a whole bunch of other ones that's doing the same. Now, Nicki's latest, I went straight to her page and I went to her Instagram story. Now, Nicki Minaj, and I'm just going to give you the latest because that's what I do. Before I move on into how this is not the first time the White House has targeted one of our people. Okay, looks like her Instagram stories have been removed. I don't know. She removed them. Oh, hold on. Let me try this again. Okay. This is, you're looking at live at this moment. This is her Instagram page. I don't see any Instagram stories there now because there's a circle that goes around that to let you know when you can hit it. But thankfully, I screenshotted them a little bit ago before I came out. Somebody say intelligent Black people exist. And one of the things that she revealed in one of her Instagram stories, you can see directly here. Look what she says. Threatening my family in Trinidad won't bode well for you. She put out several Instagram. Y'all know I don't play about this because I be knowing how later on folks be deleting stuff or people be messing with folks' pages and stuff. Whether she took it down, she may have taken it down herself. These are direct screenshots from Nicki Minaj's page she put up just not too long ago, where in it she was putting what appears to be, again, these are statements coming from Nicki Minaj, where she's saying her family in Trinidad was threatened by a reporter. So even though Nicki said she wasn't going to use Twitter again, she even went to Twitter to tag who she believed to be possibly the journalist out there harassing and threatening her family. Are y'all hearing me? That's the latest. That's been happening just like in real time, just like not too long ago, right? That's alleged from Nicki Minaj. Pay attention to my language. That's what she said. And you see, she put up what she says is the evidence in the screenshot of messages that were sent to her family. That's what Nicki is saying. Talk black to me. I just went, y'all watching me live right now. You see, I went straight to her page. So unless it's a delay with Instagram, you see, there's nothing on her Instagram stories that I can hit anymore. But thankfully, I screenshotted them before I came on the show. Thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. Whoever just said this is absolutely right. My sister, Miss Lee, I accidentally hit your message, but maybe it was spirit on purpose hit. Where you said we're winning, that's exactly what's happening. And when you're winning, the enemy becomes desperate. Now watch this. Get on to the White House stuff, Vicky. So after Nicki made that harmless tweet, right? The whole world started to attack her, it seems. Then the White House reached out to her. Nicki went live with over 100,000 folk watching. When she said Twitter temporarily prevented her from making tweets, She went to Instagram. That's why apparently she went to Instagram in the first place. She went live on Instagram after she couldn't tweet temporarily on Twitter, according to Nicki. Watch this. I love you back, Daryl. He said, I love you from Chicago. I love you back. I love you, Chicago. Watch this. She said the White House invited her, and she said she looks forward to going. And she kept talking about the dangerous times we're in. She said, because we can't even ask questions, an innocent question about stuff without being attacked, right? Watch this, watch this. So after she revealed that the White House, according to Nicki, reached out to her and invited her to come, the White House put out a statement and said, oh no, we called her. We just reached out to her for a phone call. They tried to deny that they invited her to actually come to the White House, right? Guess what Nicki did after the White House put out what some said was a lie? Nicki Minaj went live again. More than 100,000 people tuned in live. I was one of them. Nicki went live. I was watching it live, and I tweeted the live link out so that folks could watch it and hear it for themselves. She started dropping details, names of her direct publishing staff that's apparently credible and well known. She started dropping details and made it clear that the White House reached out to her and was upset that she revealed that they invited her. So because they apparently didn't want it known that she was given a specific invitation to come to the White House, they tried to backtrack and say, oh, we just made it a phone call. We do that with everybody. So the White House, according to Nicki, the White House made it clear to her team that they were upset that she made it known to the public that she was invited. So they wanted to backtrack. Nicki gave details and said that when they tried to keep it a secluded thing just with her, she made it clear that it's going to look like she's pushing the juice. So she told the White House no. She said she was the one that made it clear that it had to be public. Watch this. Right after that, I believe it was the next day, the White House did a press conference, and Jen Psaki, the White House press secretary, was asked about it. This is a brief war briefing, family. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. Share, 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 share. I've already read the Copyright Act of 1976. I want you to listen to a brief clip of when the White House was asked about this. By the way, this clip is on my Instagram page at Vicky X Dillard. You can see the post and the actual video on my Instagram page at Vicky X Dillard. Listen to this, family. Listen to this, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Listen to the reporter. I'm just going to play the audio for now.
There seems to be a difference of opinion between ask you about some recent vaccine misinformation that's been out there and ask you to clarify. There seems to be a difference of opinion between Nicki Minaj and the White House about what she was invited to do. Did the White House extend an invitation to Nicki Minaj to come here?
Well, first, we don't see this as a point of tension or disagreement. I want you all to know that we engage all the time with people who have big public platforms or profiles. Some of them we talk about, some of them are here, some of them you don't even know about because they're just looking for questions to be answered. We offered a call with Nicki Minaj and one of our doctors to answer questions she had about the safety and effectiveness of the vaccine. This is pretty standard and something we do all the time. It was a very early stage call at a staff level, staff to staff. And we weren't even at the point of discussing, we're not even at the point of discussing, I should say at this point, the mechanisms or the format or anything along those lines. It was simply an offer to have a conversation and ask you about some recent.
Family, I want you to listen again. Don't forget the scripture, John chapter 8, where it says the devil is a liar. Listen.
About some recent vaccine misinformation that's been out there and ask you to clarify. There seems to be a difference of opinion between Nicki Minaj and the White House about what she was invited to do. Did the White House extend an invitation to Nicki Minaj to come here?
Well, first, we don't see this as a point of tension or disagreement. I want you all to know that we engage all the time with.
What was the question, family? Where my intelligent Black people at? What was the question? Because see, some of you, they have programmed your mind. So when the media says certain phrases and words, you just assume they're saying something that they're not actually saying. But see, that's why they don't like people like me. That's a part of the new Black media that's trying to educate you and put you up on game. What was the question, intelligent Black people? I said, what was the question, Black family? I want to know where you're listening. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, share, share, share. Y'all know you're in for an early edition of the Vicky Show. I know I'm early. I know my schedule has been all over the place for the past month or two. It's going to continue to be because I'm on a new medical routine. So I have to come in and out. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Don't miss your war briefings. Don't miss the replays. Don't ever get tired of the gems that I'm dropping and the insight that I'm giving you. That's right. It was a simple question, and all it required was a yes or no answer. But listen again.
About some recent vaccine misinformation that's been out there and asked you to clarify. There seems to be a difference of opinion between Nicki Minaj and the White House about what she was invited to do. Did the White House extend an invitation to Nicki Minaj to come here?
Well, first, we don't see this as a point of tension or disagreement. I want you all to know that we engage all the time with people who have big public platforms or profiles. Some of them we talk about, some of them are here, some of them you don't even know about because they're just looking for questions to be answered. We offered a call with Nicki Minaj and one of our doctors to answer questions she had.
Did you see the tricknology language? Did you hear the tricky language? All she asked was, she made it clear, there's a point of confusion. What was it? Was she offered an invitation to come here? Yes or no? The White House never says no. Instead, she tricks up the wording.
About some recent vaccine misinformation that's been out there and asked you to clarify. There seems to be a difference of opinion between Nicki Minaj and the White House about what she was invited to do. Did the White House extend an invitation to Nicki Minaj to come here?
Well, first, we don't see this as a point of tension or disagreement. I want you all to know that we engage all the time with people who...
Family, the White House appears to be lying, in my opinion. What did the White House immediately say after Nicki Minaj told the whole wide world that she was invited to the White House? What did the White House immediately do? The White House was the one that immediately said it was only a phone call, not a physical invitation, right? Now the White House is coming out saying, oh, there's no disagreement. Why did they do that? Because Nicki went live again with more details. Instead, the White House says, in this very answer,
some recent vaccine misinformation that's been out there and asked you to clarify. There seems to be a difference of opinion between Nicki Minaj and the White House about what she was invited to do. Did the White House extend an invitation to Nicki Minaj?
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Well, first, we don't see this as a point of tension or disagreement. I want you all to know that we engage all the time with people who have big public platforms or profiles. Some of them we talk about.
Don't go to the next part. If the White House says they don't see any part of disagreement or contention, then they're saying that when Nicki says she was physically invited to the White House, that means she ain't lying. You cannot come out and say it was just a phone call and Nicki said, I'm going to the White House and I'm going to wear pink. And turn around and first of all, before you answer the question, which you never did, you say there's no point of contention, and you said there's no disagreement. Why did the White House backtrack? Because Nicki went live with details, and they are probably afraid that maybe she has more receipts. Nicki never said this. Let's be clear. Nicki never said this. But what if Nicki's staff recorded the call? Could that be the reason the White House is not directly and explicitly lying like we believe they were lying from the jump? Could it be that because Nicki went live a second time to debunk them lying on her? Could it be that they're scared to death right now? And they're scared that what if not only is she giving details with her second live, what if her staff recorded our call? So we can't come out here now. We got to say there's no disagreement. We got to say there's no point of contention. But I want you to listen to the last part, because when the reporter asks, rightfully, about to reconcile the discrepancy of the disagreement, listen to the rest of this little short few second clip. Thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, share, share.
Point of tension or disagreement, I want you all to know that we engage all the time with people who have big public platforms or profiles. Some of them we talk about, some of them are here, some of them you don't even know about because they're just looking for questions to be answered. We offered a call with Nicki Minaj and one of our doctors to answer questions she had about the safety and effectiveness of the vaccine. This is pretty standard.
Notice she said, we offered a call. She said it like that, family. Notice she didn't say, we just told her, we just offered a call to answer her questions and that was it, no physical. No, she said we offered a call like we called her up to invite her physically. That's what that was. But for the average slow-thinking person, they would have assumed, oh, the White House is just saying all they did was give her a call. All they offered her was just to call, not to come. No, they said they offered a call, meaning they called her up for the invitation, but they left the last part off so they wouldn't look like they was lying. Did you catch that? About the safety and effectiveness of the vaccine. This is pretty standard and something we do all the time. It was a very early stage call at a staff level, staff to staff. Listen. And we weren't even at the point of discussing, we're not even at the point of discussing, I should say at this point, the mechanisms or the format or anything along those lines. Listen. It was simply an offer to have a conversation and
ask you about some recent vaccine misinformation.
She said simply an offer to have a conversation. Now, for you slow thinking people, you wouldn't have picked that up. You would think that because they're saying we just offered a conversation, your mind is automatically thinking, oh, that just means over the phone. No, you have conversations in person too. But because they know how the human mind links topics, you see how the White House speaks with the forked tongue? Notice they never denied it. Notice the first thing that they said is there's no point of disagreement and there's no point of contention, which means Nicki did not lie, in my opinion. Plus, once they said that, the silly, idiotic reporter didn't say, wait a minute. So you're saying that Nicki's not lying? So you're saying that you guys did extend her a physical invitation to come? The White House has a track record. It took me a minute to get here. What you mean, Vicky? This is a post I put up yesterday. How many of you all are familiar with this picture? Again, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. Thumbs up, share, 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 family. How many of you all are familiar with this picture? $12 people here. Does anybody recognize the brother at the bottom of this photo? To my left and your right. Do you all see our brother Rizza, Islam, here? Do you all see our brother there? Do you all know where these 12 pictures came, these 12 individuals came from? Do you all know what this is? Some of you all may be behind. I did a show on this some weeks ago when it happened. This is from this summer, family. This is from this summer. This piece is from the Washington. Let me turn it this way. This headline is from the Washington Examiner. White House wants Facebook to censor certain posts. Those 12 photos, those 12 pictures you saw, the White House targeted specifically by name our brother Rizza. And they considered him to be one of what they call the 12, the dozen disinformation, the disinformation dozen. I said the White House. Now, what's interesting is our brother Rizza Islam is a social media mogul, a social media god. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the word, when I use the word God, God means one with force and power. I didn't say the supreme God, because we're all gods. Psalm 82, John chapter 10, both confirm that for those of you who are coming from a religious context. Don't make me go there. This ain't that Bible study time, but it might as well be. The White House was threatened by our young Black warrior, so much so that they named him, family, and considered him to be a part of what they call the dozen, the disinformation dozen. Did y'all hear what I just said? When I tell you that this issue of Nicki Minaj is not even just about Nicki, it's bigger than her, I meant what I said. But some of our people forgot that the White House targeted him. Now, how many of you all know that your disgusting, pathetic Bones and Biscuits, your Black sellouts and Bones and Biscuits like Roland Martin, he's so desperate for White House attention. Joy Reid is so desperate to please the White House and the Democratic Party and her white paymasters on MSNBC. Don Lemonade is so dead set on making sure that he keeps his connect with the White House. They allow themselves to be buck broken, family. They will lick tail and boots. They will jump through all kinds of hoops to get the White House's attention. But the Black grassroots, somebody say that's us, the BGR, because how many of you all know, and I think our brother would say this, I'm not speaking for him because I can't speak for him, but I think our brother Rizza Islam would give us credit for the fact that it's the average person, it's the Black grassroots, it's average people, in other words, what I'm trying to say, and mostly Black society, even though I'm sure he has fans all over the world in different backgrounds, ethnicities, cultures, and races. But I would imagine his main support is from Black people, regular old Black folk. Do you all understand how powerful we are? That the White House targeted him? The stuff that Roland wishes he could twerk. Roland wishes that all of his selling out and bootlicking would work like Rizza's. But do you guys understand that we're powerful to the point to where the White House, before the Nicki Minaj stuff, this is why y'all ain't understand. When I tell you this ain't about her, it's about the underlying issue that's being highlighted. This is about that global emergency. And this is about our people. Some of y'all forgot. So I went to my Instagram page. I went to my personal platforms, and I had to put up a post to remind y'all that the White House just this summer tried to do a hit piece on our brother. I'm going to need y'all to connect the dots. He's powerful, I would dare say, because of regular people. So what does Joy Reid and them do? They mock regular people. Did you all notice that she's been putting out tweets? They've been doing shows. Don Lemon been dogging us. They've been mocking us when we say we're doing our research. When we say we're listening to our doctors and our scientists, they've been mocking us. When we've been reporting side effects that some of our loved ones have said that they experienced, they told us that we're too stupid to know the difference. Have y'all noticed that? They're now, those of you that have raised whole children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, they're telling you you are too stupid to know what's wrong with your body now. Those of you who have knowledge on dangerous substances, those of you that save people's lives from gas explosions, they're telling you you're too stupid to come to the right conclusion now. God, this is good. Ain't nobody telling you like I'm telling you this. See, I gotta just break it down in simple terms. You. How many of you all know that you've got to get certain licensing before you can build something? Because if you go to digging, if you try to get electrical work on your house, if you get stuff added onto your home, how many of you all know that you can set something on fire? You can accidentally tap into a gas source that can blow up everything. Some of y'all got knowledge. Some of you are experts. Some of you are hired by cities and counties and local governments. They're telling you who save lives every day. You who are listening to me right now, who drive buses and submarines, you who are pilots, who are responsible for folks' lives, you deal with the most precarious situations. They're telling you you're too stupid. They're calling you dumb. Some of you have people's lives in your hands every single day. They're telling you now you're stupid, you're dumb, you're an idiot. Somebody just said, Gabby just said, hence, Kwame's talking about putting trades back in the schools. Absolutely. But if you watch the Vicky show, you would understand your sister Vicky's been talking about trades. You understand that I've been giving you specific examples of how we're able to build our worlds with construction workers and with our plumbers and with our mechanics. Shout out to our brother for that. I was one of the first ones in a public platform like this that had his back when he first came out. Shout out to our brother for that. But you on the Vicky show. Pay attention to what Vicky been telling you. Talk black to me. Why do I go back to what I've been telling you? Because I want you to know that I have your best interest in mind. I want you to know I'm not perfect, but I want you to know I'm not bought either. And I want you to give me credit when credit is due. Why? Because some of you are like sheep and you are easily led astray. And I'm sitting here having to fight your pre-programmed demonic diabolical minds because you listen to any and everybody. And you want to come over here and talk to me like I'm some second in line, third in line, leftovers. I'm the one that always shows mad respect to our Black masculine men. I bow low, and I want you to make sure you give your sister the respect that's due because I operate in the law of honor. I always honor those that have led the way and that's doing good work. Talk black to me. And I want you to know that because some of you have been listening to any and everybody and everything. I've been saying that as well for a long time. And I do the right thing for the right reason, even when folks never mention my name. Hit that thumbs up button. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up on the count of three for those of you that haven't hit that thumbs up button. And share, share, share. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Back to this article from the White House. The Biden administration. Who? That's the White House family. Because see, some of you all keep talking about Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj. When I tell you slowness, it ain't even about her. Watch this. I told you because some of you all didn't pay attention to when the White House came first before it came from for a superstar. It came from A brother whose voice represents the people. Did you hear what I said? I said before the White House came from us for a superstar who was speaking what we've been saying. God, this is good. Are they coming after Nicki because she talking like Roland? God, today. Who does Nicki sound like? Are they going after Nicki because she sounds like Donna Lemonade? Are they going after her because she's talking like Lomina, Joy Reid? Talk black to me. Are they going after her because she's talking like Rachel Maddow or Lester Holt, Chris Cuomo, Anderson Cooper? She sounds more like you and I, which is why this is not about Nicki. She is a proxy or a stand-in for you and I. And when someone like her, who has 157 million followers on Instagram, 22 million on Twitter, when she elevates what you and I are saying, those that are in the high places know they're in trouble. Did you catch that connection? Because that's my job, is to connect the dots. Talk black to me. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold, free trader. You must be watching us on Your Black World, beloved, because you all know they demonetized us here on Fly Nubian Queen. I was told because of my radical messages. Isn't that something? Did you all catch that? They're not going after Nicki Minaj because she sounds like MSNBC. She sounds too much like what we're saying. Johnny said, drop the mic. Thumbs up, family. Share, 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 share. The reason I'm emphasizing your gift is blessed, Elaine, 1,000-fold. The reason I'm emphasizing what we're telling you is because, do you all know that the scriptures warned you? Do you know that the scripture says that there's a such thing as a hireling? In other words, there are some people back in the day, because they dealt, your gift, Muhammad X, is blessed 1,000-fold, with sheep as a part of their vocation, their livelihood. It warned us that when somebody has the best interest of the sheep, when they're responsible as a shepherd for the sheep, they'll stay there even when the sheep are under threat. But the scripture says that when you are a hireling, in other words, when you are a biscuit, when you are bone on a biscuit, when you are just hired there and given juicy, warm, buttery biscuits, and I've added now doggy bones, you will flee when the most vulnerable are at stake. So Jesus was always making the distinction. So when you hear me tell you, I said so-and-so, so-and-so, it's not because of arrogance. It's because I know I'm so connected to the higher realms. I'm so confident in what I say. And I know that what I'm talking about is what heaven is talking about. It's what needs to be talked about at the moment to cause the most drastic shift. And if Jesus is telling you there are prophets and then there's false prophets, if Jesus is telling you there are wheat and then there's tares, I'm going to do the same. Because when you know the real deal, slowness, your authenticity can be tested. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Back to this article that I'm reading from the Washington Examiner, dated July 16, 2020. I did a show weeks back. I'm sure my moderators can find the link to show you. I did a show asking, why is the White House targeting our brother? I asked the question. Markeisha, your sticker is blessed 1,000-fold. Every one of you that's on Your Black World, your gifts are blessed. Back to the article, Vicky. The Biden administration approached Facebook and other social media companies about taking down posts that claimed the vacations came with infertility. Quote, it shouldn't come, again, this is pre-Nicki Minaj brouhaha family. For you slow who talk about, well, Nicki said this, Nicki did, this ain't about her. I'm going to keep saying it because some of y'all don't get it. Crystal, your gift is blessed. This is a quote from the White House. It shouldn't come as any surprise that we're in regular touch with social media platforms, just like we're in regular touch with all of you and your media outlets. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki told reporters, that same one that we caught up there appearing to lie. That's my belief based on information and belief, and it clear to me that she was lying. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki told reporters on Friday when asked to elaborate on the comments she and Surgeon General Murthy made about Thursday's briefing. She goes on specifically talking about these particular social media platforms, right? She talks about things that she considers to be troubling. And then she goes on to talk about what she says is flagging misinformation, which we know that's a lie. Watch this. And what she called, look at the quote. Do you see the quote? Because I need you to see it yourself. Psaki appeared to be referencing the Disinformation Dozen report compiled by the Center for Countering Digital Hate in May. According to that list, the dozen are Joseph Mercola, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Ty and Charlene Bollinger, Sherry Tenpenny, Rizza Islam, Rashid Butter, Erin Elizabeth, Sayer G., Kelly Brogan, Christiane Northrum, Ben Taper, and Kevin Jenkins. When she specifically said Disinformation Dozen, which was a direct reference to our brother's name that appeared to be clearly referencing that report compiled by the Center for Countering Digital Hate. The White House used their platform to bring attention to that, where our brothers was targeted in that report that Psaki clearly was referencing. Do you guys understand now? They're trying to silence us. And I wanted to only do this show to point to the fact that this is not the first time that the White House has gone after someone. And I want you to see that as proof that we are winning. I want you to see that's proof that they're intimidated by the growing power. And I've been telling you for longer, my day ones will tell you this. Vicky has been telling us for the longest that we're in our finest hour. Vicky has been telling us for the longest and prophesying that power in this season is coming from the ground up. We are the Black grassroots. They make fun of how the social media platforms we use. They make fun of what we do, not because we're not legitimate, but because we are a threat to their stronghold over your mind. Because we're keeping us enlightened. I don't want us to forget that there's a larger thing that's going on here. And I want you to know that if what we're saying can't be proven in no limit of time, then you need to ask yourselves, why is it that they never bring on and bring to the White House, bring to these high places? If what you're saying is true, then you should not be intimidated by open debate before the people. Black family, I started the show talking about how the scripture talks about the devil or your open enemy is a liar, because some of you are on the fence about whether or not there's some legitimacy to what they're saying. And they've got you questioning your own decision-making abilities. And I'm here to tell you, you're not stupid. You're not crazy. You're not out of your mind. We're winning. We're growing in consciousness. And our collective unity is greater than a nuclear bomb, an atomic bomb. Something to that effect, I think the Honorable Elijah Muhammad once said about Black unity. I want you to know we're in our finest hour. And I want you to know that we must move forward in truth with wisdom, uncompromising, unflinching. Talk black to me. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Diller Family. I got to get ready to go. It's an early Vicky show today. And I apologize for any of the technical difficulties that we experienced. But I always say the right people at the right time will hear this broadcast. You can help us by sharing this broadcast at the bottom of your screen. There should be a share link. You copy the link and you paste it on your social media platforms. You paste it by texting it to someone, emailing it to someone, or what have you. Dear family, make sure that you also sign up for my weekly mastermind at clubvicky.com for only $1. We do magic there. Your life will never be the same. Signs and wonders follow. We have untold testimonies. You can see some of them on several of my posts at Vicky X Dillard. Be sure to sign up. Also, subscribe to my personal YouTube channel that I'm starting to build at vickydillard.tv. I've had it for a while, obviously, but I'm going to be doing more and more content by the end of the year and beyond. vickydillard.tv. Family, share, share, share. Also, I'm so pleased to be a part. I'm going to be one of the keynote speakers at this year's annual All Black National Convention. Here is the post. It's going to be Black folks giving you nothing but Black solutions, talking about Black unity and practical things so that we can dominate in power, dominate in money. Beloved, some of the top people in this country, I dare say, it's going to be a part you don't want. You don't want to miss this gathering, beloved. This year's annual Black National Convention. This is just to name a few of those that will be there. Dr. Wesley Muhammad, the great Dr. Claude Anderson, obviously Dr. Boyce Watkins, who's putting this on, his lovely wife. I should not even begin to name some of the people that's on here. Brother Nuri Muhammad, Brother Rizza Islam, as well, of course, myself, and so many others. It was a mistake. I should have never even started naming people. But beloved, you want to sign up today, you can do that. At the go to allblacknationalconvention.com. That's allblacknationalconvention.com. allblacknationalconvention.com. Register. It will be held Friday, October 29th through Monday, November 1st. Again, Friday, October 29th through Monday, November 1st. Go ahead, beloved, start getting your coins together. This is going to be absolutely explosive. allblacknationalconvention.com. Moderators, please put it in the chat. allblacknationalconvention.com. Be sure to let us see you there. You are my bliss. I bow to you. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's war briefing. I came early, but be sure to share this broadcast. And thank you.